Hi, this is PATILLO, and we are so excited to add a new wing to our ministry. We really believe that this is the answer to so many people's prayers. This is definitely out of the box, but it will give you an opportunity to build relationships with us and us with you, and together we can impact the lives of many people. As you watch this whole presentation, I pray that God will open your heart to all the possibilities around you and know that the sky is the limit.
In the early 1900s, the world's leading causes of premature death were infectious diseases like diphtheria, influenza, tuberculosis, and pneumonia. Nowadays, most people are dying of cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and there's an epidemic of obesity with our kids.
I'm 5'10" and 242 pounds.
I always say this is the biggest I'm ever going to be, and I said that like 20 pounds ago.
A third of Americans are obese, another third is overweight.
Obesity is the biggest threat to the health, welfare, and future of this country.
I've always been overweight.
I've got diabetes.
Sleep apnea, heart disease.
Everything's hurting now.
This is probably going to be the first generation of children who are going to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents.
18% of our children right now are obese.
If we don't now take this as a really urgent national priority, we are all going to pay a really serious price.
Obesity will crush the United States in oblivion.
In the meantime, you've heard of alkaline batteries, but what about alkaline water? Could that be the secret behind this life-changing slimming for one woman? Look at that. A doctor with a very different take on nutrition that seems to be working. Ahead on CNN Live Sunday.
The root causes of diseases are the following: dehydration, oxidation, and acidity. Let's talk about dehydration. Most of us don't drink enough or the right kind of water. Most people drink soda, coffee, energy drinks, and our human body is 75% water. Let's just take the blood for example. It's 90.7% water. When you're dehydrated, your blood gets thick, and so it's so difficult for it to go throughout your system, and that's why people have high blood pressure.
My blood pressure was very high, and I had gained a lot of weight. And I started drinking an ounce per pound for my body weight of the water. Within the first month, my blood pressure normalized, and after the fourth month, when I became pain-free, the weight just began to fall off. And to date, I have lost 40.5 pounds.
Now let's talk about oxidation. Oxidation is simply aging. Just like an apple, when you cut it in half and it's exposed to air, then it gets oxidized. So there's really no avoiding it. That's what happened to our cells as well. So to slow down the aging process, we need antioxidants.
When we treat chronic disease with medication and we don't really attack the root cause, which is oxidative stress, free radical damage, we're not really treating or curing the disease, we're managing the disease.
Antioxidants have become very, very popular because they are electron donors. And when they meet a free radical, that free radical gets what it wants. It gets its electron, and it's neutralized. Now, the oxidation reduction potential of Kangen water is gigantic. It's about 30 times greater than the famous green tea. Everyone knows about green tea being a profoundly good antioxidant. Fruits, vegetables are considered antioxidants. Kangen water at a pH of 9.5 can have a negative, which is an electron donating reduction potential of up to 600 millivolts. It's measured in millivolts. You couldn't eat enough fruits and vegetables to get anywhere near that amount into your system.
There's another number that's equally important, maybe even more, and that is the acid-alkaline balance within your body. The blood has to be slightly alkaline, and if you're in a position where your blood or your urine is moving you into the acid stage, you know that your body is starting to break down.
Dr. Otto Warburg, who won the 1931 Nobel Peace Prize for discovering the root of cancer, and he said, cancer cells grow in an acidic environment, and cancer cannot survive in an alkaline environment. In 1940, the incidence of cancer in the U.S. was 1 in 16. Now it's 1 in 3. And the leading cause of death in children ages 14 years or younger is cancer. Here is a testimony of a 62-year-old female who started drinking Kangen water in March, and look at her cancer marker. it's 29.58, and 1 month after, it went down to 562. The next month, it went down to 319, and the month after, it went down to 171.
What's the best way to, if our body is acidic, to turn that around and get, our body back to a more healthful state?
Well, the best way used to be the diet that we ate. It's not anymore. Although cancer patients must have an alkaline diet. The second thing, and the most important thing now, is, in my opinion, because of the study that I've done and the cancer patients that I've talked to, is ionized water. Ionized water, most people don't know about it, and I didn't know about it. When I went out to research and find out what cancer patients can drink, almost everything you buy today is acid. You can't go to a store and buy anything hardly that's not acid as far as drinks are concerned. You can drink Gatorade and Coca-Cola. Pop is 2.5 pH. That's slightly above stomach acid. Why would you drink that? And so I went about studying water. And unfortunately, most of the water, bottled water, whatever, is acidic water. Your bottled water was bottled from a year to 3 years ago by the time you get it. It's been sitting in a plastic bottle. How good is that for you?
In the 1950s, there were different places that were known for their legendary status as natural source of miracle water. And the miracle healing water had one thing in common, and that is an abundance of active hydrogen, also known as alkaline water. The Japanese people are so smart that what they did is they tried to figure out the technology behind the water, and so they imitated the characteristic of that water, and they called it the Kangen water machine, that is actually considered a medical equipment, and it's endorsed by over 6,000 doctors and used by hundreds of hospitals in Japan. In Japan, 1 in 6 homes owns this machine, and in the United States, 1 out of 20,000. That is why in the United Nations Worldwide Life Expectancy Top 40, guess who's number 1? Japan, and the United States is number 38 right after Cuba. This is the SD501. It is predicted to be the next kitchen appliance of the new millennium. This video will show you the 3 properties of the water that allows you to restore your cells back to health and reverse degenerative diseases.
This is an ORP meter, which literally measures a liquid's potential to reduce oxidation. The more positive the reading, the more oxidizing or inflammatory the liquid is. The more negative the reading, the more antioxidizing and anti-inflammatory a liquid is. We'll go to Propel. This is actually the same as vitamin water, Gatorade, Powerade, any sports drink. About 400s. We got Sprite. We all kind of know that soda's bad for us. Diet sodas, by the way, and dark colored sodas are in the 500, but Sprite is right around 436. We got Kangen, and it's been sitting out a while, so that's pretty good for sitting out. That's negative 483. Right out of the tap, I get negative 800 sometimes. Everything we eat or drink is either alkalizing or acidifying on the body. Unfortunately, the majority of us consume foods and beverages that are sugar-laden, highly processed, leaving our bodies in a state of acidosis, which can lead to illness and accelerate the aging process. These are just pH drops like you would test your pool, or anything you're wanting to test the pH of a liquid. If you look at the pH chart, it's about a 4, and then typically pop and sports drinks are right in between a 3 and a 4 pH. When you got your Kangen, this is actually the 9.5 water, but the machine can make 8.5, 9, or 9.5 so that you don't detox too quickly. A fun little trick I want to show you guys is I pulled the Kangen water here. Let's say you've been drinking bottled water for a long time, and you're like, okay, well, how long for the water to kind of help my body? Well, I drink Kangen, drinking the Kangen water. But you guys, sports drinks and sodas are so acidic. It actually takes 32 glasses of Kangen water just to neutralize 1 soda. Check this out. Take the soda, take the Kangen. 1 sip. Your SD501 is able to provide water that can deeply penetrate your cells and aid in the removal of toxic acidic waste in your body, also absorbing nutrients and providing better hydration. Let's see this in action. So you see this Lipton green tea bag in there? I want you to pretend like you're drinking Dasani all day and you're trying to get yourself hydrated. This is really important for athletes, really important for dealing with brain fog, and of course, with the detoxification, it's really important for losing weight and for feeling better because toxins sit in our cells can't get them out with your water. What did my skeptical husband say? He said, well, that's not fair. The tea bag was already wet, right? But isn't that cool? That's showing you the superior hydration, better detoxification of your cells. But just so you know that we weren't, cheating, and it wasn't because the tea bag was already wet. We'll go back to the Dasani. You know how when you feel really bloated or your stomach feels really full and sloshy with bottled water or tap water, you're drinking a lot of water? It's because it's sitting in your stomach and not actually absorbing into the intestines. The Kangen water, between the good alkaline minerals and the antioxidant, it can open your pyloric valve and go straight into the intestines. The Kangen water absorbs the tea better. That's showing you how you can absorb your nutrients better and how you can get waste and toxins out of your cells better. That's not all that this device can do. Your SC501 has other machine settings that make special waters that can help you go green and chemical-free in your home. The clean water setting has a neutral pH of 7. That's great for cooking and baby formula. The beauty water setting makes a water that is a pH of 6. It acts as a toner, balancing the pH of your skin to make a soft, beautiful appearance. The strong acidic water has a pH of 2.5. It acts as a disinfectant and can be used to replace all of your harmful household cleaners. It's also safe to use topically to replace hand sanitizer, mouthwash, and even teeth whitener. Okay, finally, let's take a look at the strong 11.5 alkaline water. It works as an emulsifier, it removes pesticides from your produce, it makes it taste healthier and makes your produce last longer. The 11.5 is our strong alkaline Kangen water that can remove all oils, which is why you can replace your laundry detergent with it and replace any kind of like degreaser for your stove or any kind of like cleaner like that. But here is my favorite part. So we're gonna wash these tomatoes with bottled water, or just say filtered water, right? Then we're going to wash these tomatoes with the 11.5 water. Whoops, gonna make a mess. Okay. We actually have this proven on PubMed. To remove between 80 to 95% of all pesticides from your produce. Not only does the produce taste better, because it's not have that filmy, gross, slimy pesticide taste, and the produce lasts about a week longer. So by the way, when you wash your produce, so any fruits and vegetables at home with tap water, the chlorine is actually being absorbed into your fruits and vegetables. Same with your shower. That's why we have a shower unit. Even bottled water or filtered water at home, the chemicals are being put into the produce, but the worst part is it's not pulling out the pesticides and really cleaning the produce like you would like it to. Where the 11.5 can actually penetrate all oil and emulsify it and break it down and pull out all those pesticides. So now that you've seen what this SC501 machine can do for your health, it's easy to see why Enagic says, change your water, change your life.
This is Dr. Hiromi Shinya. He is the inventor of colonoscopy. He wrote a book called The Enzyme Factor. He said that Kangen water is considered to be the very best drinking water because of its incomparable powers of hydration, detoxification, and antioxidation. These are samples of the people that he treated with Kangen water. This is a colon of a 65-year-old female cigarette smoker with breast cancer. And 3 months after the treatment, look at the difference. This one right here is the colon of a 45-year-old female with breast cancer and chronic constipation. 3 months after the treatment, look at her colon. Well, if you go on YouTube, and if there's anything that you'd like to know, whether it is diabetes, autism, lung cancer, colon cancer, high blood pressure, arthritis, or any other degenerative diseases, all you have to do is type Kangen water and whatever disease it is, and you will find testimonies of people that have been helped by this water. And of course, if you have dogs, you will like this video.
This is the Kangen water. Okay, Brooklyn. Come here, Ollie. Want to get some water? Get some water? There it was.
That's
see?
crazy.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
He smelled one, and he went back to the good water. Look at him drink too.
The acidic water from the machine also helps with skin problems. Imagine how this boy will grow up if his skin condition remained the same. I'm sure he will be bullied and he will probably have a very low self-esteem. How about this woman over here? Look at her picture before and after. Wow. Of course, Hollywood got a hold of this technology, so all these personalities that you see here have the machine. I'm sure you know all of them. Well, Manny Pacquiao has 1 and Bill Gates has 18. I'm sure he probably has a lot of rooms. My niece bought the machine in November and she texted me a month ago. Good morning, Tita. Good news. I have been monitoring my blood pressure since drinking Kangen from 150 to 90. Now it's 120/70. Yay. I said, so happy for you. Kangen is making you prettier and healthier. I agree, LOL. Thanks, Tita, for sharing the machine. Mama's blood glucose, she told me, is better controlled since she's taking the water too in London. YY is having the same machine. Her sister had the machine also and she didn't know about it. Knowing what you know about how having this machine in your kitchen can positively change your health and the health of your loved ones, what would stop you from owning this life-saving machine? Well, there's actually a couple of ways to eventually have this machine for free, and I can share that with you later if you're interested. But before that, let me give you a summary of why you should have this machine. Number one, whether you like it or not, you will drink water, and maybe right now you are already buying bottled water, which is, we know already, as acidic and making you sick and old. Well, let's compare. Kangen water, you can spend probably $1 a day with cleaning. The other one is $5 a day with bottled water. With Kangen, you can have fresh water. The other one's old water. Kangen is antioxidant and healing. The other is oxidizing, damaging. Kangen is alkalizing. Bottled water is acidifying. Kangen is microclustered. Bottled water is bulk clustered. Kangen is super hydration, and bottled water will give you poor hydration. So it's really a no-brainer. So now let me ask you, how much are you spending on your water? $20, $40, $60 a month? If so, you will be spending that for the rest of your life because you will be buying water for the rest of your life. Why not own a machine that will give you unlimited healthy drinking water, replace the toxic chemicals in your kitchen and bathroom, give you smooth and glowing skin, make your hair shiny, and gives you a chance to save the environment for the same amount that you are already spending or maybe even less? The good news is you don't have to pay for it for the rest of your life. The other good reasons to buy the machine are the tax advantages. There are tax advantages that you can use where you can even deduct the cost of the machine and deduct other expenses. There is also income potential for those who are interested.
I had no intention of doing this as a business, but it's really, once you own this technology, you can't help but share the water with people that you care and love. And the water totally turned the health around of about a half a dozen of my friends' parents initially 2 years ago. And they got such amazing results drinking the water that it started to spread one by one to other people, and sharing the water with people, press and play, letting them watch a DVD, so very simple and duplicatable. I did that 40 times in the month of June, and you guys, so many people got results on the water, and so many people wanted to buy the machine that my commission jumped to $36,000 in that month of June, so my second month since I bought a machine. Ever since then, I've been running fast and hard and just getting people to see and drink this water, see the technology, see the demonstration. And you guys, it grew from my one little machine to over about 8,000 people now are enjoying the benefits of Kangen water, you guys, and it's paid me a ridiculous amount of money.
When you purchase a machine, the business comes with it free. No monthly qualifications, no annual renewals, no sales quotas, no auto ship, and Enagic pays daily. The business model is direct sales, meaning you can just sell the machine directly. However, the exciting part is that those people who bought from you, if somebody buys from them, you get an override, which makes it so exciting. Let me explain. Enagic has a patented compensation plan called the 8-point system. It does not do any advertising, so the money that they would have spent on advertising goes to the distributors, which I think is actually a smart way to do it. Instead of paying millions of dollars, not knowing if somebody will buy your product, you only pay your distributors when they sell something. Now let's just talk about the point value. Each machine has a point value. For the SD501, 1 point is equal to 285. Every time a machine is sold, the company pays out 8 points per machine to the sales force, as you can see here. It's almost like a pie, and every time a machine is sold, everyone gets a piece of the pie. A maximum of 6 points is paid to a distributor. Now let's talk about how you get promoted. Anytime you buy a machine and sign a W-9, you would be considered a distributor. While enjoying the benefits of drinking the healthiest water, you'll also have the opportunity to get your money back or create extra income when others decide to own the machine through you. For example, let's say you have a party and some friends saw what you have and they have some health issues, or they're just into health and decided to buy the machine from you. Then you get paid a commission of $285 if the machine that they decide to buy is the SD501. Now, let's just say another friend saw your machine and decides to buy the same thing. Now you get paid another $285. On your third direct sale, you will now be considered a 2A and you will get paid 2 pieces of the pie, which means 285 times 2 equals $570 for one machine. One of the exciting part of this business is that your rank advancement is based on your direct and indirect sales. Indirect sales are those that were made by your team. For example, your friend Dave bought a machine through you and his friend Mike bought a machine through him. This is Dave's first sale, so he will get paid $285. If Dave is in your 1A lane, then you would get paid $285. If he is in your 2A lane, you will get paid $570. Now let's just say that between you and your team, you were able to sell 10 machines. Your next direct sale will be on your 3A, and you will get 3 pieces of the pie, equivalent to $855. Now anybody who buys in this lane, you will get $855 as long as it's within the 8 points. Because everybody's excited and because the water is helping people with their health issues, as well as making everybody healthy, you and your team is able to sell 20 machines. Now you get promoted to 4A, where you will get 4 pieces of the pie, equivalent to $1140. Any machine sold in this lane by you or your team, you will get $1140 up to the 8 points. Now everybody in your team sells machines and you have accumulated sale of 50 between 1A to 4A. Then your next direct sale will be on your 5A, where you will get 5 pieces of the pie, equivalent to $1425. Every machine that is sold in this lane, you will get paid $1425 up to the 8 points. If you and your team have an accumulated sale of 100 machines, your next direct sale will be on your 6A, and you will get paid 6 points, equivalent to $1710 per machine. Now let's just say you met someone who is very excited about the business and signed up on your 6A lane and sold 10 machines. Now you will get paid $1710 times 10, which is equal to $17,100. Not bad, huh? Now you reach 6A. You will stay 6A there, and there's no turning back. Whether something happened to you and you're not able to sell for 2 months or 3 years, you will stay 6A. You don't drop down to 5A. I love that aspect of the business. You're able to keep what you worked for even if things happen. Now, this is where the true wealth begins. As a 6A, you get $3,000 in bonus, and you'll also get $200 educational bonus for every sale in your organization that is beyond the 8 point. The next rank after that is 6A2, which means you have 2 6As underneath you. So you help 2 people in your team hit the rank of 6A. When you hit 6A2, the company pays you $6,000 in bonus. You also get 2 shares in the profit sharing pool. Just to give you an idea of how much the sales pools pay out, in 2007, they paid out $16,000 a quarter. So just getting access with these shares alone will probably replace most people's yearly income. Now, when you reach 6A2-2, then you get a $12,000 bonus and a share in the company's profit sharing pool. Now, the real exciting part is that when you get to 6A2-3, where you will get a one-time bonus of $25,000 and $5,000 monthly for life. Yes. Now you can really start relaxing, because after this, it just goes higher and higher. And this is where true residual income comes in. So even if the entire organization gets a flu and nobody can work for 5 years, the company is still going to pay you $5,000 a month for life. Now that's what I'm talking about. Now, when you get to 6A2-4, you receive $50,000 bonus, and you will continue to add your shares in the sales pool, and you get $10,000 a month for life. Now let's jump to the final rank in the plan, which is 6A2-8, where you will get $800,000 in bonus, and you'll get an insane amount of shares and $80,000 a month for life. Can you imagine getting $80,000 a month for life? Wow. That is truly remarkable for a company to be able to do that. This is just an example of the potential number of checks you can make in one day, and the potential number of checks you can make in 1 year.
Dreamed of being a part of a company and having an organization where all of us could have the same potential. We could all go and strive and really make a ton of money together. Where so often I've been involved in companies where a few people made the money and everybody else just was hoping and hoping and hoping. But that's not the case here. As a result of all of this, guys, today, my income has surpassed $400,000. That's right. You see, it's in my blood, it's in my bones. Nobody can tell me that this does not work. I mean, this week Are you all hearing me? Yeah.
I'm at the ATM machine and it's printing out. I just put probably like 200 Kangen water checks in. I'm not kidding. And there's like a line at the ATM machine. I don't want people to think I'm filming them. And you can see that it's a magic. I'm covering up my address. A magic Kangen water. These couple checks I didn't put in. Actually, there's 20,000 right here. But this is my receipt coming out of the ATM machine from my Kangen water checks that I just deposited from probably maybe about like, a couple weeks. I mean, I don't even keep track of it. It's insane. I'm not complaining. It's a good problem to have. So I'm going to stand here and let my cute little hubby get my receipt out. I'm just taking this video for my business because I work for Kangen Water and they send us like 200 checks in a couple weeks. Like every day we get these checks. Okay, so this is Peter getting my receipt out of the ATM machine. I'm not even kidding you, this is insanity. I don't even know how many checks there were we can count, but there had to be at least like 200 of them. You know, I was a waitress, I had $50,000 credit card debt. This is God's honest truth. We have been so blessed by every part of this company.
I've never have had the opportunity to generate the income that I've generated in only a 8-month period of time. I mean, my income now is approaching $700,000. Can y'all get excited for me? Okay? Because when August came around, after that, I already generated $16,000 without doing anything. I figured, you know what, I need to take a closer look at this. Because the income that I generated in eNagic just in the month of August surpassed my yearly income in the other company that I was in.
Can you rely on your Social Security to take care of your retirement? Of course not. You have to create your own retirement plan. Now let me turn you to Leon to tell you what to do.
So this is all you have to do. Connect your friends with me and we will share this presentation with them. And of course, with technology through screen sharing or Skype, we can talk to anyone in the world and share this opportunity. You can also share the link through messaging, text, or email. And if it helps, you can use my name. Do you know anyone with the following situations? Job dissatisfaction, unemployed, want to spend more time with children, no time freedom, are health conscious, have medical challenges, need a tax shelter, need an extra $5,000 a month? No problem. We will train and support you. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Join us and be a life changer. Together, let's impact the lives of millions of people, one person at a time. So if you're wondering how to get started, this is how it works. All you have to do is fill out the forms, make a list of friends and relatives who may benefit from this product and the business. Meet with us, your sponsor, for a game plan. Then share the water and the plan in person or through screen share, or just share the link. Our dreams are our possibilities. To get what we've never got, we must be willing to do what we've never done before. If we continue to do what we've always done, we will continue to get what we've always got. So we're going to change that. You're going to be a life changer. You're going to change yourself. You're going to change those around you. And God is going to bless you abundantly.
The few people that are actually alkaline today are probably vegans, because vegetables, especially organic vegetables with all the nutrients still in them, a lot of our vegetables don't have all the nutrients anymore, are very, very alkaline. Fruits, by and large, some aren't, but most are alkaline as well. And there are many other foods that are either neutral or alkaline. And it's just a matter of going forward, and we promote the cancer diet as well, and finding those things that are alkaline and help make your body alkaline. So